So, if I may now just introduce you to the new project that we're looking at, and after we would have gone through this project, I want us to have a square table discussion. It's not a round table, it's a square table, but it's a round table discussion we're supposed to have. A square table, well, it's not a square, it's a rectangle. So a rectangular discussion. We'll have a rectangular discussion, and I want us to share ideas. Tell me some of the challenges you have in the community. We're also going to work on getting everybody here in a group, WhatsApp group, so we can have direct communication. There are some other persons who the organizers for the meeting did not get onto. They're on their way. So they're on their way, so they will have an opportunity too. So let me just introduce this project to you guys. So what we have here is what we call a homestead concept of development. What we are looking to do is the same prefab home on a 50 by 100 plot, which is 5,000 square foot. What we want this land to do for you is to ensure that the land enables you to repay your loan, and the land enables you in an economic way. So what we are doing is that you have, for example, this is the plot, 50 by 100 plot. What we are doing on this plot is that we have your home, the 2-bedroom prefab home. On each of these homes, we want to put the solar panels so that it reduces your electricity costs, so you can use some of your power from solar energy. In front of the home and along the side of the home, we will plant permanent crops, whether it's breadfruit, katahar, coconut, because those crops will generate, if you have 6 coconut trees, for example, and we have the hybrid trees that will start bearing in 18 months and 3 years. So we want some people, like 100 homes, will concentrate on the, what you will call it, dry coconut, that variety. Some people will concentrate on water coconut. So these will create value for you in the future. All right, so everybody home will have these trees, and that's compulsory as part of the program. Then at the back of the home, we're going to put a shade house. We have already designed a shade house. And what we have planned in the shade house are produce in high demand, which we have a market for. We already have market for a lot of the produce that we'll target under these shade house. It's high value crops. All right? So you have, this is the land, the trees, permanent trees, the house, which will carry a solar panel, and the shade house at the back. This is the layout of the house, the dimensions of the house, as you can see, wooden, on stilt, high value, but very beautifully done. So it becomes a touristic area also. It becomes pleasing to the eyesight, and not just haphazard development, but very planned development. So these are different dimensions of the homes. Right now, we are completing the block survey, and by the time we get to Building Expo, I think the full plan will be ready with all the subdivision. The engineering work will be completed. And what we want to do in this community here, we're going to use as far as possible labor from the Linden Soseyke Highway to put in the concrete roads and the infrastructure to support these homes. We'll also train persons from the Linden Soseyke Highway in the putting together of the prefab homes. So the jobs will be generated right here and earning. So you can actually earn whilst building your own home, or you can earn whilst waiting on your home. So it's a holistic concept for empowerment and livelihood. All right? So this is what we hope it will look like in the future. As you can see, the home, permanent trees, the shade house at the back of the home, well planned, well laid out, and this will bring not only prosperity, but a great sense of pride and ownership, especially to single mothers. So I wanted to launch this additional program with you today. So just imagine what is ahead of us, what we stand to lose. That is why we have to ensure we make smart decisions and the right decision. We have ahead of us this project that will start, the Linden Soseyke Highway, the continuation of the new Mandela Highway all the way to Soseyke, the new city, and 4 or 5 planned housing development along the highway. So for these communities, for communities also that form under the CDC and you have unplanned development, we also have to sit with you to see how we can optimize the infrastructure in those communities so that you can have a better quality of life and a higher standard and level of life. Are we together? All right, good. We have started a comprehensive development plan for the Linden Soseyke, and you can see every single day the massive development and transformation that is taking place on the Linden Soseyke Highway in your communities. And as this development continues to evolve, you will get higher value lands here. You will get greater demand for land. So we have to ensure that the development and the building of the communities are done in a very systematic way, and one in which we can have discipline in the development phase. Are we clear? So very soon you will see the new Linden Soseyke Highway works commencing on the new Linden Soseyke Highway. As you know, this old highway, we have many challenges, and you know the growth of traffic on this highway. I don't have to tell y'all. The growth of traffic has been enormous. The growth and the type of proposals we're having for tourism facility, agricultural facility, industrial facility, new housing development on the Linden Soseyke Highway is just enormous. And I wanted us to sit down today and to discuss some of the challenges and how we can continue to work. What you see are some of the priorities and how we can address those priorities. So I wanted community leaders from across the Linden Soseyke Highway. And let me say this. I know you have your CDC elections. Any elections, there will be some persons who are elected and some who are not elected. If you're not elected, that is not a reason to fight and quarrel. I am here because all of us must embrace each other. And we will find responsibility for everyone in the communities and the villages, because we want you guys to be united. We want you guys to work together. Are we together? That is what we want. We want unity of purpose. We want unity of mission. We want us to work together to ensure that we create an environment that will promote development. This Linden Soseyke Highway that will commence very shortly, they will need hundreds of workers. Hundreds of workers. I've asked Colin and Kwame already to consult with the contractors who will be working here so that they can ensure that you guys are given the first priority for the jobs that will be created when we start the new Linden Soseyke Highway. So I want us to start getting the contractors in here to see how we're going to build this out, and also the opportunities that will come from the new industrial development. We also have, for example, the new city that we are building. And you will see the beauty of this city when we launch it at the Building Expo. We have completed all the development context, the development framework, the plans, and how the city will be laid out. So the entire country will see how that city will be laid out. We have started a new highway from Mandela all the way to Busby Dam now. We're going to award soon the contracts from Busby Dam to Land of Canaan, and we're actively engaging developers so we can come from Land of Canaan to Soseyke. So we'll have a second new highway from Soseyke, from the Linden Soseyke Highway, all the way to Mandela. So these are important development work that we're doing with you guys, that we want you to be involved in. But we have to ensure that we are in this together. And the plans of the People's Progressive Party are not short-term plans. They are long-term plans to make monumental changes in your life, to ensure that you, this generation, the next generation, and the successive generation, they all live in a position of prosperity. Anyone who can say that they have not seen the tremendous changes over the last 4 years, and the improved conditions, then I think that we really need to examine the conscience of that person if you can't see this. So I'm here today to have this conversation with you guys and to launch another initiative. We talk about the new city, Soseyke City, the new roads that will come with all the safety features and highway lighting, the Linden Soseyke Highway that will start the alternative highway from Soseyke all the way to Mandela. That we're working on. We're working on a number of initiatives that will enhance the prospect of a quality life of all of you on the highway. So I want to tell you today that I want us to unite. I want everyone to work together. We will find an important responsibility for every stakeholder on the highway. We want everybody to embrace this development path. We want everybody to be part of this development. That is the only way we can build sustainable and resilient development. We have to talk to each other. We have to bring people together, not take people apart. We have to bring people together. Are we together? So, Minister Cullen just told you that maybe close to 1,700 titles. We're trying to regularize on the highway. 1,700. We have maybe another 1,000 that we're working with Lands and Survey. We have just created an area with 500 new lots, 500 plus new lots. And now we have identified another area with 100 acres of land where we want to launch this new project. And this new project will target primarily those persons who have applied in the housing system, mostly single mothers. We want to target those single mothers. Because the program we want to launch is not only about home ownership. This program goes far beyond home ownership. This is about livelihood, livelihood option, home ownership, empowerment, and building prosperity for every single family. So we want to start with this pilot project and then grow it out here on the highway and also nationally. So I want to open up the floor now for some discussions. You can tell me some of the things that you like, some of the things that are going well in the communities, some of the additional ideas that you may have, and your thoughts that you may want to share with us now. Kwame, you can come back here. So there's one mic here that we can take around the room.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Good afternoon, ministers, and all of the gathering. My name is Kedar. My name is Kedarna, leader of Student Community Group, PUP Group. My issue in our area is drainage. I think you should remember that not too long ago you went to address that issue in Coverdale for the drainage issue. What is happening now? The latter part of Coverdale, the excavator have cleared out those canals. But what is happening now? On the other end, going to Georgetown, the Coca, Garber and Coca, that Coca is not functioning at all. And due to that, the water is coming from the backland, diverse into the crash trench, and coming out to Tailby Perry Coca, where it's causing a blockage in the backland.
We're really in need of 2 bridges in our area. On the President's last visit in Timeri, we had met representation for the 2 bridges and some street light, our drainage in the area, and until now we see nothing yet. And in our area we have about 40 squatters. And I'm happy to know if the government could look in.
We didn't do the entire road in your area?
Yes, but the bridge.
Auntie, we didn't do the entire road?
Yes.
And we didn't do the Coca?
Yes.
So how are you saying I see nothing? Do?
No, I'm not saying about talking about on the last.
No, man, you can't say we got to do things incrementally. You can't say and see nothing and do. We do the road and we do the Coca.
Yes. We
all right,
road
thanks.
and Coca. Yeah, we have like 40 squatters. I would be happy to know if something could be done, if they would be regularized or moved or whatever it was. Thank you.
My name is Admo Halal. I'm from Waikabra CDC. And I'm just requesting if we can have the main access ID road. We can have something done to it. I know the trucks are the reasons why they're not doing the road, but Mr. President, can we have our road done?
President, we need solar because where we live, we look at in current. We need solar, and we would like to ask you if you could help you out with some black tank. And we would like to ask you if you could look with the little road where we live.
With the intervention of this administration, last year, April to be exact, our road had been done. And after been living there for so long, the road was in a deplorable state for that number of years. So I would just like to say thank very much to you, sir, and to this present administration. They're not directly on my behalf, but there are several little kids that is living in that area who are used to be walking through that situation to go to school, and we are very much pleased. So on behalf of myself and the residents of Farm Track, thank you very much, sir, for what this administration have done for us. Thank you, Mr. President.
My name is Julian Mahavir, CDC Chair from Linden. First of all, I want to thank the President for the emergency work to get to our road. And finally, the road start working. We got some smart issue in the village. Beside the road, I met representative for a bridge down number 4, which farmers use to come to market. I met several representatives from ministry concerning the bridge.
Can the village build a bridge?
No, the bridge is a 30 feet long.
So 40 feet by what?
30 by 20.
It's a timber bridge.
Yes, timber bridge. And it might be anytime.
I would just like to thank Mr. President for the visit we had of Yarra with us. And we are very thankful on behalf of Yarra. We are very thankful for the roads in Yarra. And we still have a little issues in there. I've been complaining, Mr. President, the last time he was up there about Newtown. And we have issues there with persons, same land story. And we would really, really want that could be sorted out. So, thank you again.
All right, let me be clear with y'all. The land issues, difficult issues on the highway, that will take time. Because where we don't have private lands, we have co-op lands. Where we don't have co-op lands, we have y'all fighting each other. Where we don't have y'all fighting each other, we have squatting. So this is the reality, right? So those issues are taking some time, and it requires the involvement of everybody to resolve. All right? Now, let me say that I've heard all the issues, including the bridge at the Looney. Those are things that we can do. We're going to look at all the bridges, the roads, the extension of schools, the solar panel, and the black tank, and all of these things with GWI. So I'm going to put a team together comprising of, the team will be led by Kwame and Colin, and it will have DNI, GWI, Public Works, Housing, Local Government, Education, and the police. They are going to come to every village and look at these issues. By the end of next week, Friday, we'll have a work plan to implement. All the communities here that raise black tank, we're going to have your black tanks within 3 weeks. The solar panel, most of the communities are already on the program, so you have to just wait for the implementation. The roads and bridges, we're going to finalize those and have in a program. All right? We together? Good. Where are the people from Barakara? Banakari. Y'all come in the middle here. All y'all come here for me. Y'all come. Banakari people, y'all come. Including the one who like write on Facebook. Yeah, y'all go there. Y'all come here. Y'all form a circle. Y'all hold hand and form a circle. All right. This is a circle of love. Y'all hear me now? Everybody have a role in the community. There is no person that does not have a role in the community. You have to respect each other and love each other. Y'all have your elections, but seek to involve everybody in the process. And after elections, those who are not elected, be assured that we will find a role for you in the community because we want everybody to participate in the development of the community. Are we together? Comrade, are we together? Are we together? So I want this election go smooth. Y'all come together, okay? The same thing with Swan, Long Creek, Kuru. Y'all gotta learn to come together. Those who are not elected, we have roles for everybody. Everybody will play a part in the development of your community. Are we together? All right, I got it. So, y'all stay with Minister and let's continue the discourse. I want y'all to spend time together. A long time y'all didn't come together like this. Am I right? So y'all come together and talk to each other and love each other, okay? Good.
Comrades, please ensure that you have your name and your contact attached on the writing pad that went wrong. Please don't leave without putting your name and your contact number and the village you're from. Thank you.
The conversation. All right, so no one will leave. Thank you.
Son got scholarship, my niece got scholarship, my daughter was able to get scholarship. She did her master's and now she's doing her doctorate through the gold scholarship. I'm very thankful for what the government is doing.
How old are you?
I'm 64.
And you participated in what?
Yes, I did.
What course did you do?
I did a course in women empowerment.
And how are you using that now?
It's very good. Actually, I can use it in my group at church.
Yeah.
I'm able to use the information even in my community among the ladies within my community, the ladies I interact with.
So what would you tell people, say that you went through the course?
I would tell people to take advantage, don't take advantage of the opportunities that are available to study irrespective of our age, whether we're young or we're old, we're having a chance to study. Some of us were able to get certificates that never had before. So I'm thankful for that aspect, the goal aspect of our education in Guyana also. As a teacher, when I was a teacher, I had to wait like years before I was able to go to university. But with Gold Scholarship, you are able to go right into it. The way things are organized now and the way things are set up now, teachers don't have to wait so long to be qualified. They continue qualifying themselves and making themselves more marketable so that they can earn more income at a faster rate. And so they're able to build their families economically faster.
What is your name, please?
Wendella Joseph Walton.
Where are you from? Which village?
Kurukururu.
Kurukuru. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
My name is Rafina Williams. I'm from Tigerbone Banakar CDC. That's on the Soseyke Linden Highway, Long Creek. Since 2020, Tigerbone Banakari has been tremendously developed. We have benefited from the LCDS grant as well as presidential grant through the Ministry of Army Affairs. We also have a well lately registered for water attached to houses. And we also have shade house and now the lease title for our house lots. And for the last 3+ years, development have been doing in this very community of Banakari.
Has anybody participated in goal in your community?
In the
Goal.
gold scholarship, yes, about approximately 5 persons.
Now, how do you feel about that? Like, where you are having access to goal?
Oh, well, the person that is in the Gold Scholarship, we have an ICT hub where we have computers there, free Wi-Fi, and they're getting the benefit of the Gold Scholarship.
So overall, what do you think of government so far?
This government have been good to not only Banakari but all around this country. I could see personally.
You guys have seen vast improvements.
Fast, very, very, very.
Okay. All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Benefits you guys have seen in the community?
We see tremendous, I represent in Yarrow Cabral, right? My name is Camille. So I'm a resident in Yarrow Cabral for the past 23 years, right? And from the time I moved in there, things was not nice in there. We go through a lot of struggle there, right? And we have situation with like bandits, and we had a lot of, it was bad. But for this past 3-4 years now, we see a tremendous change in our community. Although I was working along since in 2018, but things didn't work out, right? But under our government here now, we have a wonderful, Yarrow Cabral is a wonderful place right now, because when our president come into our village, he promised us road. Because we had 20-something years we was in there, we didn't have a proper road. We just sand road. We used to call it 7-pan. So we benefit from 13 concrete roads right now in there. So it have access to the health center, access to the schools. We have nursery, primary, and secondary school up there right now. So we are very grateful and we are very thankful for Yarka, for what the government is doing for our community. And I know he will continue to develop the whole country. So.
Oh yes, my name is Fenton Ragnat, the CDC Chair of Swan Community. In terms of development, I would like to say it is an excellent job from this PPP government. For the past 3 years, we had a lot of development. For example, we had a new deep well Before then, we used to have to go at the creek. Resident could have been benefit water like every 3 days, just to get little water to wash or cook. But now we benefit in water from the new well every day as long no blackout. We never had a school in our community, and so unfortunately, we when this new government took over, we had received a primary school, and we having a lot of children from our village going to the school close to now. So a little income could save there now from parents or residents from the community now. The money they used to pay for the children go to school, they don't have to pay that anymore. Right now I saw this September here now, this new term, they will be opening the nursery school, and that also is a quite good initiative of this government. We receive new concrete roads. We have in 3 streets. The main access road, also concrete. And before, it was a horrible time to get in there. The road is very sunny. You're going to go in and come out as you wanted to in the dry season. And so we would like to thank His Excellency for his good job that he had done for us. He also, this government had also give 300 families solar panel within the community of Swan. And that was a good initiative also to ease burdens on we don't have electricity in the village present. Right now, they are now heading to that, but I know this is a good initiative of this government, and we would like to say a big thank you for all they had done. We also received $24 million LCDS funding, and we utilize that money on trucks, 2 trucks, and we are also doing a blocks project right presently now. And again, I said this is a lot of development, and we would like to say a big thank you to His Excellency. Thank you very much.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Danito Sandy. I am a resident of Farm Track, which is Soseyke Highway. I've been living there for approximately the past 25 years, and for actually like 20 odd years, we didn't have a proper road in that area. The road was very dilapidated, whereby it had a lot of holes, and as recent as last year, we had a brand new road built, right, with the initiatives of this government to the tune and cost of $58 million. So everyone in our community is very pleased because there are a lot of little kids living there who used to be having to wade through the mud, as well as presently now, as I'm speaking, there is a IMAC in there doing excavatory work to the drains, so we having proper drains and so forth. The street lights also is up and running, so the resident in that area is very pleased. Well, we could see the work that the government is doing for the time that is there, so...
How do you feel about that?
Pardon?
How do you feel about the work government is doing?
Very good, very good. We are overwhelmed. The resident in the community is overwhelmed, so we are pleased. I would like to say thank you very much to this government and to the initiative and the work that they are doing.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What's your name, please?
Ray Ferrier. Ray Ferrier.
And which village are you from?
Kuru Kuru.
Okay. How do you think government has worked over the last 3-4 years?
Wow. Only a blind person cannot see that. For example, my community, which is Kuru Kuru, the college area, for the past 50 years, there was no development. And since this present government came into power, we got roads. Now people can able to come in and go out the village much more easy. Water, we had a 2-inch well to serve over 600 households. There can be over 1,200 persons. But at present now, there is an 8-inch well which is being dug in our community in order that we can get water even as far as our farmland. During the past couple months when they had the dry weather. A lot of our stocks had died. For example, I lost over 1,000 layers. Some people lost more. I lost coconut trees. Some people lost fruit trees. So, and when this was told to the government, they stepped in, they started to give us water. They got guy will come in and give us water. And right now, I must say kudos to the government because a well is being done at this present moment in our community.
At least what he has promised is, for example, health. Recently we didn't have the health system, we didn't have no solar panels, and right now the health center get the Wi-Fi the other day. So we are so much glad, and we have requested for permanent doctor, and the doctor is there, and anytime, night, day, he's there to work, because when you call for him, he always available. And sports, the government gave us $1 million grant for the sports, and he doesn't really know much about it. He doesn't know much about it. So I cannot really say anything about that, but there are a lot of youth in our community, and most of all, I could request there for a person that knows about sports, a coach for cricket match and football. And for agriculture, the government has given us like payroll, and also we have received greenhouse from the government of Guyana.
How do you feel about that?
Presently they plant pepper, and it's growing good. And water. Well, in 2020 we were promised, we requested water. At that time I didn't wait, up to now I ain't waiting, but the water is there, well waiting for us, but we need more water tanks for us, the residents in the area, and most importantly the land issue that we were behind a very long time for the past 13 years. The government of Guyana has, whatever he has promised, has given to the residents in order for they get the lease.
My name is Ron July. I'm from Tomingo.
Okay. And how has you seen government making the improvements in your community?
Well, I must say tremendously great. It was just last month the government developed over 300, I think, something in that district, land titles to the people along the Tomingo Road. There's also the roads that leading all the way to the circuit is now being developed. You know, in terms of the facilities in Tomingo now, of course, especially within 2015 to 2020, a lot of people used to be complaining they can't get medications and things from the clinic. Now it is totally different. Everybody going getting the stuff and these kind of things. So the government is really working in a great way. I mean, there's so much I could talk about from Tomingo to the junction, because I grow in that area, in those areas. I'm talking about roads being done. There's hardly any road right now. What used to be down here, that is not road now, streets, I should say. And for me, all I could do is give this government praise. From the time they take office, from 2020 onward, from day one, it seems, as we make joke out of it and say, it seems like the government is still campaigning. And I'm talking from the time you take office during that period of time, because every single day they keep working. In our area, even scholarship, there's so much children in our area that benefit from various scholarship. At one time, even I went to collect leaflet and sharing it around the youths because there was so much scholarship on offer, and I was trying to get youths in my area to capitalize on it, you know. Unfortunately, there's so much negativity just going around about, okay, you know, whereby children would be told that it is not wise to take a government scholarship because they're trying to buy it. But then, I really wish if they should give the children a chance, because as you see, all around the country, there's so much opportunities opening up for people to capitalize on, and if they don't have that level of education or skill, then they would end up losing out. And, you know, they would feel left out. And even the parents then would say, oh, the government neglect them. So I would really have to see them capitalize on, you know, these opportunities that is being given out. Not only, as I said, not only when the government take office, but it is an ongoing thing that, you know, keep going on.
So, if you had to describe the work government in one sentence, how would that be?
Say again?
If you had to describe the work government is doing in one sentence, what would it be?
I would say magnificent. You know, there's so much, not, as I said, it is not in one area, not for one set of people, it is right across the country. Once you, as a person who would follow the news and read and think, there's almost every day you could see that there's some project either in process or will be starting soon, and you could hear the government is speaking about years down the road, using the iron money to convert it in such a way that even after, if the country do, when the island will start trying, we will already be transformed depending on, you know, agriculture, etc., etc. And that is a government vision. You know, my mother used to always say, without vision, of course, we perish. And therefore, we leaders don't have the vision, then definitely, you know, we will perish. So, for me, where my children is concerned and my grandchildren is concerned, I am trusting God that we continue to have in this government, you know, to carry on the work, you know, or the future is bright on this government.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, the government is performing tremendously in our village because we've been benefited from 4 roads. And lately, we've been having farm field, which in helping youth them come out to participate in sports and empowerment.
Have you seen any improvement over the years, and what major sectors?
Well, there's a lot of improvement over the years. That's every year I go to work, I travel on the roundabout, which is there is a sand bridge that is doing right now, very first class, you know?
So what do you think about government over?
Well, I'm a father of 2, right? And I benefited from cash grants, which is very, very relieving because many people can't buy things for their children and these things, right? And that cash grant comes really, really nice.
My name is Joyce Limposley. I'm from Kulku College. I would just like to say a big thank you to the government for doing so many wonderful things across the country and in my community. Personally, I have to say I'm very, very happy and thankful because recently I got a call to get a land. I've waited since 2019 for this, and I'm very much happy. So I just want to say continue to do good work. Very thankful. Thank you.
Well, I'm from the community of Taiwan Banakari, and for me, we benefit from our lease, house lots, and we even benefit from water GWI, and I'm very much thankful for that. And
Overall, how do you think government has been operating?
good, no complaint whatsoever.